Welcome to Lineups and Lures. Join hosts Joe and Chris as they break down the biggest stories in professional and amateur sports and reel in the best fishing stories and tips. Whether it's game day strategy or the perfect catch, we've got you covered. Grab your gear and get ready. This is Lineups and Lures. All right, welcome to another episode of Lineups and Lures. We're here with a special guest today, Wyatt Hurley, a junior first baseman from Linfield College, who's also a Portland Baseball Club alumni. So, Wyatt, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so you guys are just getting your season started there at Linfield, and preseason number one ranking in the preseason polls. So you guys got a lot of excitement going into the season.
Yeah, a lot of excitement. Kind of the message for the weekend was just stick it to them, you know, they're not going to go easy trying to beat us. We played PLU and Puget Sound this weekend, and we also played Whitman on Saturday. So, yeah, it was a good weekend. It was some experience, but it would have been nice to come out with 3 wins.
Yeah, and those are all preseason games, right? So don't count towards the official standings, but
no.
Good way to kind of kick off the season in a nice Pacific Northwest downpour type of way, right?
Oh, my gosh. Saturday was just miserable. We played 6 innings, but it was – Elijah Maris, his hands were soaked at the end there, and he ended up throwing the bat. Then they called it, and it was like, yeah.
And you were on deck for that.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than just getting stuck on deck as the game ends prematurely.
Yeah, no. It was a interesting feeling. But, we have some work to do after that.
Yeah. So you guys kind of have a older group, a more seasoned roster this year, which I think plays into why you guys were the number one team heading into the preseason rankings. So what do you think is the strengths of your team this year? Is it more pitching? Is it more offense? Where do you think you guys are really going to shine at?
Honestly, both. Most of the fall, it was all pitching dominant. And we, most of us hitters were, trying hard, and, it was hard to tell if it was us or if it was the pitching. And then, as it kind of got closer to season, you could really tell it was the pitching. And, guys like Jake Swenson and Canman Oram and Zach Johnson and Hames just all contributing as like a starter role. They were working us. That we'd have scrimmages where sometimes one team would go, or one side of the scrimmage would go shut out, and it would be like, wow, this is good quality pitching. And then and then as kind of season rolled around, last weekend you kind of got a taste of, our bats are there. Like Klingelhofer hit in our scrimmage against Hood, we kind of started waking up. Kling hit a couple bombs, Maris was back in the mix. Trent had a good day. Trent Wainfeld, Nick there, everybody was, back. And nobody left. It was more hard to tell when it was so competitive pitching.
Yeah, it's really hard. Like beginning of the season, no matter what level you play at, always the pitchers seem to be a little bit ahead of the hitters. They're just a little bit more polished when the season starts. Hitters are still working into their timing and their approach. And then as the season gets going, the hitters kind of start to even back up with the pitchers. So it's always fun to watch those games. And I was out at your scrimmage a couple weeks ago. You guys did inter-squad, and I think I got there in about the 7th inning, and one team didn't have any runs. So I'm not even sure there were any hits on the board either.
Yeah, it was kind of the story of the fall a little bit. One team would get out early or find a way to get, scrape a run across. And it was definitely more of, fighting to score runs in the fall. And, those scrimmages are just, yeah.
That's what makes you better, though.
100%.
You got a good pitching staff going against a good offense with a good defense. So iron sharpens iron.
Yeah, no, for sure. And we scrimmaged. Spence believes that. Coach Spence believes that. He scrimmages get you there, the closest thing to a game. And the closest we can get to playing like a game is just, that's what we need to do.
Yeah. So do you guys start league play this upcoming week?
Yeah, George Fox, I believe.
Ooh, hometown rivals.
Yeah.
McMinnville versus Newburgh.
Yeah.
That's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, it will be. I think it's at our park too, so it'll be a good one. They're a small ball, so.
Always. Yep. So pitchers throw strikes, you limit those base runners, you're going to give yourself a chance to win those.
For sure.
Win that series. So
pick up a bunt, throw to first, get the out.
Yeah. So is there any little extra motivation? I know it's a hometown series. Is there any sort of like a Yamhill County Trophy for a George Fox versus McMinnville.
No, I don't think it's anything like that. It's just we hate losing.
So do they.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that's enough for us. Just go out and get a win, beat these George Fox guys, beat our rivals, and there's no extra inside. It'd be cool, it'd be cool, a little Yamhill County Trophy or something like that. But it's just they've always been the rivals, and them in Pacific.
Yeah, you just got to go out and take care of business, right?
Yeah, take care of business.
Hi, I'm Chad with Jackson Painting and Remodel. If your home needs a fresh new look inside or out, my team and I are here to help. We specialize in indoor and outdoor painting, delivering smooth finishes, clean lines, and durable results. Whether you're refreshing your living space or boosting curb appeal, we use top quality materials to get the job done right. Call today for free estimates. Let's bring your vision to life. Jackson Painting and Remodel, trusted, professional, and ready to paint.
All right, we're back here with our special guest, Wyatt Hurley. So going into the season, what personal goals do you have? I know you're coming off of Tommy John surgery. You got the brace last summer. So coming off of that surgery, so your time on the mound is going to be limited, if at any, this year. So what are you kind of feeling heading into the season? Where do you think you'll be playing? What kind of numbers are you expecting to put up this year?
So right now I'm trying to get my arm back to healthy to be able to, pitch or anything like that. The goal for me pitching wise is to throw a couple bullpens here leading up to summer, and then I'm going to go play summer ball for the Dub C Fish Sticks in Seattle, and hopefully pitch and hit there, and maybe trying to drive line a little bit on the side. But around this season, personal goals, defensive wise, coach has put me at first base. Spence has put me at first base, which is a competitive role because Nick Holm is a very veteran stat line and veteran first baseman.
And he puts up some pretty good offensive numbers.
Damn good offensive numbers.
That's what a first baseman needs to be able to do. You got to hit if you're going to play at first.
And so Spence is, I'm getting a DH or pinch hit or trying to get in the lineup like that. DH is always a competitive role, and if you can hit, you got a chance to be in the DH line. And
awesome. Yeah. So prior to Linfield, you went to Yamhill High School.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about your amateur baseball pre-college, so your high school ball and other stuff that you did growing up.
Growing up, I played for JBO for a while, and then that was just junior baseball organization. Played American League, or the American level, which was not the greatest, but not the worst level.
You guys were always pretty competitive, though.
Yeah,
you had some big donkeys out there in Yamhill.
Oh, for sure. I mean, some really corn-fed, beef-fed. Yeah.
Yes.
There were some men, but we always competed in that. And then coming up, when we got to high school, it was, we could tell we were going to be something special. And it's different. It's different for us playing against. Or playing, smaller school. In my school, we had, give or take 200 kids every day. It was, everybody knew everybody. So you knew how to pick somebody up. You knew how to, you knew how somebody was going to, perform. You knew how somebody was going to act. And you could really use that to your advantage. And it made everybody so close, which was honestly, it's what made us so, special, was just because everybody was there for each other.
Yeah, you guys had a really good group, and everybody kind of stayed together all through. Because I can remember working with your team during COVID. You guys were popping in the facility and getting workouts in, and you guys would all be carpooling and hanging out and chatting, and it just seemed like a good group of friends that all played together, and that goes a long ways towards being successful on the sports field. Because you guys weren't only good at baseball, you guys were pretty good at football too.
We were good at everything. Yeah, I mean, just playing with each other.
How many state championships?
I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, okay. That'd be a 0, but you got close.
Hey, we had in football my sophomore year we went 9-0, and then lost bumped first round, and then every year after that we got bumped first round. But every year in my high school we made it to playoffs. That was pretty cool for our community and Yamhill. But for baseball we went second in state my junior year and third in state my senior year. So we were always competitive, and it was definitely something special.
Yeah, you had good teams, and it was always fun to go out and watch you guys compete. Especially when you were competing for a state championship every year. So that was good stuff.
Yeah.
What'd you do during the summers in high school?
I played for you. I played for Portland Baseball Club and got a great opportunity to play with, or to be coached under Joe Taylor and Brian Donahue, and it was just a great experience. Ryan Santhon was there too. It was amazing because we got to actually, it was like during the season. Okay, if you're not familiar with Oregon baseball, I played it at the 3A level, which means that every pitcher that I face is going to be around 73 miles an hour, and in the summers, I would face guys, up to 85, and it really helped me, get up to a level that I could go compete and actually get an opportunity to go play college baseball, which was my dream. And it gave me an opportunity to go play at Linfield. And yeah, I also, Joe will give me crap for this. I fell asleep in the outfield once because
you did in the middle of a game in right field.
He stuck me in right for a reason. I also worked for a farmer and climb under tractors and climb under combines. And it was always hot. And that day I climbed under a combine and had to fix a belt or something. And it was hot and I fell asleep out there. I put the shades on.
Yeah, that's the first rule of thumb now is no sunglasses in the outfield.
Okay.
We need to make sure that you're awake out there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the Wyatt Hurley rule.
Oh, did you start enforcing that?
Absolutely.
Oh,
can't have guys falling asleep during the middle of a game.
Hey, those sunglasses are pretty dark.
They were.
Yeah, no, it was good to have that opportunity to go play in the summers and also be able to work. Yeah, it was a good life experience. It helped me grow.
Yeah, there's a lot to learn through baseball, and being able, in your situation, you were working every morning and then heading out to the baseball field. It's almost like real life a little bit. So it was good for you to kind of experience that heading into college, and where you have to go to class all day and then go play baseball in the afternoons, and it kind of becomes a full-time job being a college athlete, and you were able to kind of experience that heading into college. So that transition was probably a little easier than most kids that go to a smaller school with smaller class sizes. It's a little bit culture shock when you get to college.
Yeah, it's still hard.
So why don't you run us through a normal morning or a normal day of a Linfield baseball athlete?
Okay, let me give you like a Wednesday, for example. So, I'll get up. I have class on Wednesday at 10 a.m. I got yoga, which is
nice.
Money.
That's a great way to start the day.
Yeah, no, for sure. So I'll get up, anywhere about 8 o'clock and take a shower and make my breakfast and then do a little homework and then go to yoga, come back. I've been playing around with Win Reality a little bit, so maybe like getting a little locked in before practice. Usually Wednesdays, sometimes we scrimmage. So, then I'll go to cost accounting is my next class at 12:45 to 2:20. And then we have base running at 2:45, so I'll hustle over to the field and get dressed, get out to the base running. And then we practice from anywhere from 2:45 to, 5:30 or 6. Sometimes a little later if you stay extra. And then, come back, and after practice, we usually have a team meeting and scrimmage. We scrimmage on Wednesdays, and then after practice, we come back and try to cook dinner. Oh my gosh, I'm still learning that.
You've got it perfected, the mac and cheese and grilled cheese by now, right?
Yeah, honestly, it's more venison. It's more
fancy.
Well, no, it's just what's in the freezer. I mean, that's.
Well, we'll get to your hunting skills here in a few minutes,
yeah,
that's pretty good for a college kid to have a bunch of venison in the freezer.
Steak, backstrap. Recently, I've been experiencing some good meals. I had a tenderloin the other day and had some backstrap, and then this weekend, parents took me out to dinner. So
nice, gotta love that.
Yeah. But after that, after I cook, at about 7 p.m., I'm a little bit into the. Some of my friend groups gamble, so we play a little poker, do something like that, and then do some homework and maybe go to bed or play a little Minecraft or little video games.
Yeah, rinse and repeat, and do it all again the next day. Yep. So that's the life of a college athlete right there. This summer, take your game to the next level with Portland Baseball Club. Whether you're looking to sharpen your skills or compete at a high level, our summer teams offer the perfect opportunity for players of all ages. With expert coaching, top-tier facilities, and a commitment to player development, you'll be ready to dominate the diamond. From hitting and pitching to fielding and mental toughness, our summer teams focus on it all. Don't miss your chance to be part of something great. Join the Portland Baseball Club this summer and experience baseball like never before. Sign up today at portlandbaseballclub.com. All right, welcome back to Lineups and Lures. Still here with Wyatt Hurley, Linfield Baseball. So you're an avid hunter, and I heard you just had a little trip during the winter break to Hawaii and got to do a little hunting over in Hawaii. What were you hunting for in Hawaii?
Okay, so my brother was prepping, trying to find something to go hunt. My brother loves hunting, and honestly, can't tell him I said this, but he probably loves it more than me. And I
Is
love
he
it.
better than you?
No.
Okay.
I'll never admit that.
Okay.
Come on. He would say yes, but he was looking for something that we could go hunt over winter break together because he just got to college and he's, we haven't been seeing each other a whole lot and we like hunting together. So my family planned a trip to the Big Island in Hawaii, and he found that, or one of his buddies from college told him that there was some stuff to hunt over there, and there's wild pigs. There's also sheep, goat. Yeah, that's pretty much the best things to hunt. And so we did some prep. We flew our bows to Hawaii. There was so many weird looks in the airport.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
You're going to Hawaii. You're wearing tropical shorts and a Hawaiian shirt, and you're hauling a bow through the airport. I'd give you a funny look too.
100%. When you show up with bows in Hawaii, yeah, you kind of feel a little out of it. But you get the rental car. We started hunting the day after we got there, and it was trial by fire. It was trying to find a spot that had animals. So we drove to this one spot. We called the game warden. We called everybody. We called. There's a army base up there. We called them and it was like, hey, you got any places to hunt, kind of thing. We ended up buying a tag for $100. So we were trying to find a place that we could do that. And the first place we went was just lava field. Our rental car did not
enjoy that.
No, 2 flats.
Don't they tell you not to take the rental car on the lava fields?
Yeah. It was.
Right, we'll skip over that. Let's not.
Yeah,
that didn't happen.
No, it never happened. No. But we got a new rental car, and we went up to another spot, and we actually went up to the highest point on the Big Island, and it's like 13,000 feet. And we met a guy up there who was like, I hunt, and I don't know, however you say it in a Hawaiian voice. But he told us that he hunted and there was a good place to hunt on a lava field there. We had to hike in about 4 miles. And so the next morning we got up and hiked in about 4 miles, ran into a couple sheep. We split up, so we had 2 bows. My cousins were with us, and me and my brother and my 2 cousins and my uncle was with us. And we split up, and one of us took this lower draw, and then one of us took this more ridge top. And we were kind of just hunting. And we got down to a point where it was about midday, and my cousin wanted a nap, so we kind of just parked it and took a nap. And we couldn't find my uncle, and there's no cell service up there, and we were, makeshifting hunting, so we didn't have radios. And so we all just kind of took a nap. My uncle was somewhere in the woods, and we finally got a cell call to him, and he's like, "Yeah, come up here about 400 yards, and there's some sheep." We come up over this ridge, and there's a pile of them, you can tell. And they're kind of tucked behind a tree, and my cousin and me are walking, and we didn't realize there was a couple close, like there was a couple on us. And to paint a picture, there's a bunch of lava fields, and then there's like these islands of green grass, and that's kind of what it is. And it's not just green grass; there's trees, but there's kind of some hills, and it's an island type vibe. We're looking down at this thing, and there's these down this draw, and there's these two sheep that we can tell that are close. And my cousin, stops me because I was looking at the farther ones, and they're close. So they're probably about 25 yards. And this first one comes out behind this tree. And she's a ewe, which is a female version of a sheep. And I don't know, like she looks like you could just pick her up, and she's small as... Yeah, and then
we'll let that one fatten up a little bit.
Oh yeah, fatten up a little bit. The sheep they're not that big, but it helps if they're at 18 yards. This ram comes up, and he's about 20 yards, and starts walking right at me up this hill. This is my first bow actual opportunity. I've bow hunted before, but I've never gotten lucky enough. I'm not good at bugling, so elk have not gotten close to me. And
so you've never taken a shot with a bow before?
I've never taken a shot with a bow. I practice, but not on a game animal. I pull back, and I'm waiting for a perfect opportunity. This guy's about 20. He takes 3 steps towards me, looks straight up at me, it looks like he's blind. Like his eyes are no. And I pop him right in the chest. I don't know. They all take off, and we're looking down the hill, and he's not with the pack. And then so we chill for a minute. You could smell guts. You could tell that I gut shot at him. But, he only tried. They're not very big animals, so he only went, 30 yards.
Nice.
And then found him and took some pictures. And my cousin kept hunting, and he missed 5 pigs, and he won't tell you a whole lot about that because he was pretty pissed. But.
Sure. But, he got a couple shots off.
Oh, yeah. But it was...
And, hey, you're in a tropical island. You're in Hawaii.
We're makeshift hunting.
How cool is that?
It was amazing. And it was thanks to my brother and thanks to my cousins who, found this opportunity because I got to shoot it because they got to fish.
So you got to do a little fishing there too.
Yeah, no, they caught a marlin, 2 marlin, and a swordfish. I was on the boat, but I wasn't lucky enough to be.
Well, you got the hunting, so
oh my gosh,
they get the fishing. It always seems fair.
Yeah. And those marlins are. I don't know if you've ever done that.
No.
It's an experience.
Pretty awesome.
They put you in like a captain's chair, and you're able to like rock back and forth because those things fight. Like they fight. They can get up to like I think 600 pounds. Like it's like something up there.
And they jump, and they're pretty acrobatic.
Yeah.
Fish. That sounds like a lot of fun.
It's like I think my brother took 7 minutes to reel his in.
Okay.
It was about 200 pounds. Yeah, no, it's a good sized fish, and I think the rule with the marlins is they want to keep them there because that's like the attraction. But they couldn't get the lure out, so when they take the bait, you're usually fishing with I forget the name of the fish, but it's like this little white fish, kind of silvery white fish, and when they take it, they go. Like they go, and your boat's just trying to either keep up or
just chasing after it in the boat.
Yeah,
trying to keep the line tight.
Yeah, trying to keep the line tight. And if they turn back at you, you're screwed. And so this fish that my brother caught was hooked on its like nose, which means that the boat or somehow it got slack off and then hooked him again.
Wow.
And then he got it back in, and they couldn't get the fish to survive, so they
kept it. Did you eat it?
They kept the marlin, we kept the swordfish.
Okay.
And
pretty good.
Yeah, that we had a feast with the swordfish and the sheep, and it was
nice. Little surf and turf.
Oh yeah. That was like
fresh.
That was the food for the week.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no. And my mom was so pissed. You guys came here to hunt and fish. I just want to sit at the beach. It was a usual.
Well, it sounds like she got to sit at the beach while you guys went and hunted and fished. So
yeah, she was irritated.
Kind of seems like a win-win.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But she did not see it.
She didn't see it that way.
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
Bit.
Yeah. So you got any hunting or fishing trips coming up? I know you're deep into baseball season right now, so it's probably a little bit busy, but
yeah. My brother and dad just took a chukar hunting trip.
Nice.
So that's Gentura area out in eastern Oregon. Three Forks out in that area. You can also find them on the Snake. Good, cool upland bird and in some great terrain.
Nice.
And then me personally, might try to find a way to go goose hunting here. See if I can get my buddy Tyler Marr on the baseball team out. And see if we can go shoot a couple geese before it closes in 2 weeks. And turkey season's coming up, and I don't know. My brother's probably gonna try to see if he can shoot a turkey with a bow.
Nice.
But I don't. Yeah, not a lot besides that.
Yeah. Well, sweet. So Wyatt, thanks for joining us today, and best of luck heading into this baseball season as you guys start league play this week. And as a Pioneer, I can't really say go Wildcats, but I hope you have a great season.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks for having me.
Enjoyed Lineups and Lures? Like, share, and rate the show to help us grow. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Thanks for listening, and catch you next time on Lineups and Lures.